King of the Road Productions proudly presents a Rockin' Country 2 episode of the Jim King of the TV show. Southeast Texas style. During the half hour, we'll rock out to Crosstown Renegades live at Soggy Bottom Saloon in Beaumont, Texas.
Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll.
Jerry Mantellini, great band, Crosstown Renegades, right here at Soggy Bottom.
Thank you. We've enjoyed ourselves out here tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for coming out and shooting some film and video, and it's been a great pleasure just hanging out with you and all the gang out here at Soggy Bottom. It's always a lot of fun.
We'll feature the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. We'll also wear the Southeast Texas debut of Dylan Scott's new video featuring Jimmy Allen as our Pine Tree Lodge music clip of the week from Nashville. We'll check out the Soggy Bottom Saloon events calendar. And Paul Thorne will be in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches.
King of the road.
Howdy and welcome to the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4 and the CW. I'm Jim King of the Road. Get ready for the legendary Gene Watson at Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee, Texas on Saturday, June 18th. Get your tickets before they sell out at the Honky Tonk Texas box office or online at honkytonktexas.us. Of course, we play all the Gene Watson hits on King's Country Internet Radio. In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this. Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere. King's Country streams the most magnificent country music mix on the planet 24/7. Stream King's Country Internet Radio on your PC, smart speaker, mobile device, or in your vehicle with your Bluetooth connection. King's Country is streaming worldwide and crystal clear on TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, and at kingscountry.net. And stream the multi-award-winning and nationally recognized Jim King of the Radio show middays, Monday through Friday on King's Country at kingscountry.net. It does rule. Breaking news from Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie, Texas. Here's Larry Barron, owner of Larry's Old Time Trade Days.
Okay, we just finished April and May. It's starting to warm up a little bit. We're going into June now, and the show is the 10th, 11th, and 12th. And we know you're all getting ready for the 4th of July, so come out, play with us. It's going to be warm, good sunshine, times to have good times. Come out and find those special things you need. And remember, you can find it here at Larry's Old Time Trade Days. Can you believe, folks, we've been here, we're now in our 16th year. Come on down and see us.
Thanks, Larry Barron. I'm pleased to report that the Jim King of the TV show has been on the air for almost 16 years, and Larry's Old Time Trade Days has been with us from the very beginning. Now ride shotgun with me to Soggy Bottom Saloon in Beaumont, Texas. We always cruise Cadillac style, as seen and heard on Southeast Texas TV and radio.
Extra large and turbocharged. It's the King of the Road show.
Oh, hi, to the king.
One man has the power to take you behind the scenes. Jim King of the Road.
Jim King of the road. Let's do this.
Gentilini, great band, Crosstown Renegades, right here at Soggy Bottom.
Thank you. We've enjoyed ourselves out here tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for coming out and shooting some film and video, and it's been a great pleasure just hanging out with you and all the gang out here at Soggy Bottom. It's always a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
we have a good time out here. We're generally a good crowd, and it's a good place to come.
You're here about once a month or so?
About once a month, every 6 weeks or so.
Yeah. It's a good band. I love your mix. It kind of reminds me of my old college days back in Austin, Texas. Back in the 70s, they were playing a lot of rock and blues, and that's your specialty, isn't it?
Pretty much, you know, I guess my big specialty is blues, and we throw some country in there, and we throw some rock in there, and my biggest thing is probably Southern rock, which has got a blues style to it, and the blues too. So we have a good time doing it. Everybody seems to enjoy it, so been around for a lot of years.
Give me a T for Texas. Give me a T for Tennessee. Give me a T for Texas. Give me a T for Tennessee. Give me a T for Tampa. I say that woman. Say that woman. That woman made a wreck right out of it. Woo, yeah.
Still to come, we'll air the Southeast Texas debut of Dylan Scott's new video featuring Jimmy Allen as our Pine Tree Lodge music clip of the week from Nashville. We'll also feature the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. And Paul Thorne will be in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches. We'll check out the Soggy Bottom Saloon events calendar. But next, we'll conclude our exclusive with Crosstown Renegades, live at Soggy Bottom Saloon in Beaumont, Texas.
You're cruising in the King's Caddy.
Here's the live entertainment lineup at Seven Oaks Event Garden in LaBelle, Texas. The Jimmy Wooten Trio will be at Seven Oaks Event Garden on June 4th for a dinner show. And get ready for Cody Schaefer on June 7th. On June 14th, it's Winston Cook. And on Sunday, June 26th, it's Steve Judas. For the complete details and to purchase tickets, visit sevenoakseventgarden.com. Seven Oaks Event Garden in LaBelle, Texas.
Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle has overcome a lot in the past few years with hurricanes, floods, a demolition, and the pandemic. But the Miller family has come back better than ever. Pine Tree Lodge, where the road ends and the fun begins, in the scenic setting of Taylor's Bayou. Dance to live music Thursday through Sunday, and stop in soon for fantastic atmosphere, friendly folks, and delicious food and drinks. Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle, Texas.
Here comes this week's Soggy Bottom Saloon events calendar. On Friday, June 3rd, the Jamie Nichols Band will be there. On Saturday, June 4th, Larry Tillery returns to the Soggy Bottom stage. And don't forget about the pool tournament every Monday at 8 p.m. and the poker tournament every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Ladies' night is every Wednesday, and ladies get the first drink free and $2 for each drink the rest of the night. Book an evening in the VIP lounge with your buds. Soggy Bottom Saloon serves the coldest beer in Beaumont with $15 buckets all night on Thursdays. In fact, Soggy Bottom Saloon is Beaumont's oldest bar still in operation and one of the most unique and exciting nightclubs in the region. Soggy Bottom Saloon, 11325 Old Both Road in Beaumont, Texas. This has been the Soggy Bottom Saloon events calendar.
Well, give by Joe. We got goat, Bill, my old. We got gold road, hero down the bayou. My mouth, sweet as one, Bill, my old. Some of God gonna have big fun on the bayou. Well, John will like across his pie till they got rolled. For tonight I'm gonna see my share of meal. We'll get up to Blue Jaw and the Gale. Some of God gonna have big fun on the bayou. Don't find no places but I can come see one by the dozen. Just stop, go hop out, Bill Mouth. Some God gonna have big fun on the way. Well, jumble like Crawford's pie till they got gold. For tonight I'm gonna see myself in. Let me go to the jaw and Gale. Some God gonna have big fun. Been together 20 years, so
Yeah.
members have changed a little bit, and we've had we changed from Houston to Port Arthur. I'm homegrown Port Arthur boy, and it's time to come home. My sisters are here, and my family's here, and it was just time to come home and move things around, and I'm enjoying it.
Lifelong affair with music with you, hasn't it, since you were a kid?
Yeah, but I started playing professional when I was 12. I had an opportunity to open up for a lot of great people.
Georgia Satellites, I think.
I've done that recently in the last 10 years or so. Georgia Satellites, Missy Covell, she's from Sturgis Rally fame. Dean Seltzer, Blue Edmond. So I've had a lot of opportunities to open up some big acts. We've headlined a lot of rallies and rodeos and fairs and crawfish festivals.
A lot of intimate places like Soggy Bottom Saloon, but you've also played at Minute Maid Park.
I did. We played for the Chevron for the pre runoff for the 10K for the Chevron thing out there. It's about 15,000 people. It was quite the experience. Something that you have to put down on your resume that looks good for a while, and it was a lot of fun, and everybody had a lot of enjoyment out of it.
We're at Soggy Bottom Saloon tonight, the oldest active bar in Southeast Texas. I think it's the longest running bar.
It is, and I remember when it wasn't Soggy Bottom, it was under another name.
Yeah.
Squeezies and
way back, I think, to the 40s.
Just showing our age a little bit, but it's a great place. It's one of the best bars that we play at here in Beaumont. We play all over Beaumont, Port Arthur, Bridge City, Orange, Galveston, Houston. So, this is one of the best bars.
Bobby and Angel have done a great job here.
They have. They fixed this. When I walked in for my first show here, I could not believe the work that they had done to this bar and the facelift and the atmosphere and everything is just, they're good people.
Baby, be a simple, trying man. Be something that you love and understand. Baby, be a simple, trying man. Won't you do this for my son? You can.
King of the Road.
Here comes this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
You ran me over, but you'll never take me down. Come on, y'all.
The band Perry at Starvin' Marvin's. Nice to meet you. That's Neil.
Kimberly.
And Reed.
Good to meet you.
And
How
you
you
are
doing?
the king.
Of the road.
Of the road.
Jim King of the road.
Nice.
Get it?
I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I do. I got to get one of those crowns. Where did you get that? Passed down in your family history?
Burger
or-
King.
Burger King, right?
King of the Road.
That was this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. Since 2008, Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee has been serving up non-stop fun for Southeast Texas with live music and delicious adult beverages. Oh, and be ready to dance your butt off to the best in local, regional, and national touring bands. Of course, date night is every Thursday. And don't forget about the Honky Tonk Grill. Visit them online at facebook.com/honkytonktx and at honkytonktexas.us. Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee has been serving it all up since 2008. Where have you been?
The key to Terrell doing a job, they're not going to tear your yard up and they'll clean it up. You won't even know they're there, except for when they grind the stumps. They don't pick up the grindings. They let it down there because it's good fertilizer. Tree drive come out very, very well. We had 8 big trees to cut down. They had to fall in different directions. It didn't do no damage to the yard. It just come out very, very well.
Cruise to Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie, the first weekend after the first Monday of every month. Larry's Old Time Trade Days, where you can find it here.
King of the Road.
Howdy, and thanks again for watching the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4 and the CW. I'm Jim King of the Road. Still to come, Paul Thorne will be in the Royal Spotlight, brought to you by Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches, Texas. But here comes Dylan Scott's new video featuring Jimmy Allen as our Pine Tree Lodge music clip of the week from Nashville. Of course, the legendary Pine Tree Lodge has long been a favorite Southeast Texas destination for scenery, live music, dining, dancing, and drinking. Their fabulous menu includes delicious dishes like the whole catfish, chicken fried steak, or the seafood platter. And Pine Tree Lodge is now offering a brunch menu from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sundays. Of course, it all goes down in the scenic setting of Taylor's Bayou in LaBelle, Texas. Stop in Pine Tree Lodge soon and tell Mike, Sandy, and Norma Miller that Jim King of the TV and radio sent you. Chart-topping country singer Dylan Scott recently teamed up with Grammy-nominated artist Jimmy Allen to release a powerful new collaboration, In Our Blood. Throughout this moving track, the artists point out how we're all more alike than different and share a message of unity. Here comes their majesties and Curb recording artists Dylan Scott and Jimmy Allen with the Southeast Texas debut of In Our Blood as our Pine Tree Lodge music clip of the week from Nashville.
Mothers and fathers' blood. Yeah, sin's
So let's get back to more music.
The legendary Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle, Texas has been owned and operated by the Miller family since 1984. And in 1990, Southeast Texan and country music superstar Mark Chestnut filmed his debut music video there.
Well, it sure feels good to come in here and just pull up a seat.
A generation later, his son Casey Chestnut.
Frosted mud of a cool one helps to beat the heat.
My son Casey Chestnut.
Since 1984, the Millers have kept it going with fabulous music, food, dancing, and scenery. Stopping there soon. Coming up next, Paul Thorne will be in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches.
King of the road.
Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches, Texas is celebrating 60 years in business. Where have you been? Bradley's Collision Center is an award-winning shop serving all of Southeast Texas since 1962. And it has been family-owned and operated by the Bradley family of Port Neches since the very beginning. Each and every one of their customers are treated like friends and family while receiving expert service. Bradley's Collision Center, 2639 Knoll Street in Port Neches, Texas. Call them at 722-9391. Five Star Feeds, located at 580 Highway 365 in Port Arthur, Texas, has it all, and they are locally owned by Tina Bean. Five Star has all the feed you could possibly need, as well as planting and garden supplies, horse saddles and tack, and a kennel with dog grooming and boarding. Five Star Feeds in Port Arthur, Texas.
I used to know a drug dealer. His name was Billy Jack. The Mexican cartel cut his head off, and he ain't coming back. God knows I sure miss my buddy. He had some killer pot. The soul stray dog and Jesus are all the friends I've got. I never felt so lonely. I've never been so blue. My world keeps getting smaller. It's down to the chosen few. Well, I have not lost everything, but I sure have lost a lot. The soul stray dog and Jesus are all the friends I've got. The Glory Road Recovery Home is where I now reside. They gave me a King James Bible and a sack of Purina's Pride. Well, there's a smoking section by a dead oak tree at the back of the parking lot. The soul stray dog and Jesus are all the friends I've got. I never felt so lonely. I've never been so blue. My world keeps getting smaller. It's down to the chosen few. Well, I have not lost everything, but I sure have lost a lot. The soul stray dog and Jesus are all the friends I've got.
Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches, Texas is celebrating 60 years in business. Where have you been? Bradley's Collision Center is an award-winning shop serving all of Southeast Texas since 1962. And it has been family-owned and operated by the Bradley family of Port Neches since the very beginning. Each and every one of their customers are treated like friends and family while receiving expert service. Bradley's Collision Center, 2639 Knoll Street in Port Neches, Texas. Call them at 722-9391. Cruise to Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie, the first weekend after the first Monday of every month. Larry's Old Time Trade Days, where you can find it here. Texas Hot Country Magazine is one of the oldest magazines in the Houston area and affiliated with 2 Houston radio stations, the new 93Q and Country Legends. We target the very lucrative family-oriented country music and Texas music market. Grab the latest issue at TexasHotCountryMagazine.com and check out Jim King of the Road's new column. For Texas Hot Country Magazine advertising rates and information, please contact Leon Beck at 281-702-2242.
Nestled between Beaumont and Lumberton, Texas, is the beautiful Book Nook Inn Bed and Breakfast. It hosts visitors from around the world. Locals love it also as a quick, relaxing getaway from their everyday life. Swimming, fishing, viewing a movie in its unique theater room, and more awaits them at the inn. It's also a premier wedding venue. Many couples have exchanged vows in front of its gazebo or its event room. Book Nook Inn hosts reunions, vow renewals, murder mysteries, and more. We hope soon you'll be our guest at Book Nook Inn.
I guess we're ready to rock.
Oh, hail to the king.